¿Qué onda? Thanks for watching Doing Life with Jenny. Today I'm going to tell you the story of how I got to go to Monterrey, Nuevo León for free. Let me preface this by saying I really had no intention of ever visiting Monterrey. Not that there's anything wrong with it, I'm just not drawn to visit northern Mexico for some reason. It was 2019, I believe, and I was flying home from Mexico City to St. Louis, Missouri, and for whatever reason I had two layovers this time, one being in Monterrey and the other being either Dallas or Atlanta. So my flight leaving Mexico City left quite late, and it was going to be cutting it very close to make my flight from Monterrey to Atlanta or Dallas. So as soon as the plane landed in Monterrey, I was running as fast as I could to my gate, and literally right as I walked up, the plane was backing away from the gate. So I made my way down to the ticket counter and explained the situation, and as the lady was looking for flights to get me home, I could tell she had that look on her face like, uh-oh, I hope this customer doesn't yell at me because we don't have anything else going out today. And as I kind of saw that look on her face, I'm like, oh, here's my opportunity to see Monterrey for free. So I gave her another minute and I saw her expression wasn't changing. So I politely said, excuse me, ma'am, but I really am not in any rush. If I need to head home tomorrow morning, that's fine. If you guys can pay for the hotel. So she checked, and that is exactly what happened. They paid not only for a hotel, but for a nice hotel that had a swimming pool, which was very important because, kid you not, it was like 120 degrees Fahrenheit that day. So a pool sounded lovely. But I guess I'm getting a little ahead of myself because I didn't even know it was scorching hot until I left the airport to get on the shuttle to go to the hotel. So anyway, I got on the shuttle, got checked into my room. Once I got up to my room, I realized that I left my phone in the shuttle. So I went down to the counter. I'm like, hey, I think I left my phone in the shuttle. If you can call the guy, I would appreciate it. If not, no big deal. 100% my fault, and also my phone was starting to crap out anyway. I was due for a new one, no big deal. But anyway, I headed off to the pool, and while I was at the pool, they found my phone and brought it out to me. Now that I had my phone, I did my usual thing, which is getting onto Tinder and matching with everybody that looks normal until I find a match and to find somebody that agrees to meet up immediately for dinner, because things just don't move that quickly in Mexico. But I matched with somebody, we met up, and he showed me around Monterrey. I don't know what I was expecting, but I honestly wasn't a huge fan. It's a very modern city, which is great, that has its perks, but I just don't associate that type of modern city with Mexico. I like more of the colonial architecture, which I mentioned in previous videos. We then went to a place that offered vegan tacos, and I ate the best vegan tacos I have ever eaten in my life. And the tacos even came on different colored tortillas, which made the tacos even more enjoyable. And stupid me, I know the Mexican men always force you to let them buy your dinner, but in my mind, I'm always I'm going to convince them hey, I'm going to pay for at least mine, if not yours too. You are nice enough to meet up with me and show me around your city. So I'm really enjoying these tacos. So I'm hey, miss, can you bring me 2 more? How about another 2 more? And I ate a lot of tacos. Usually I get full quickly, but I ate a lot of tacos. And then when it was time to pay, I felt really, really, really bad because he wouldn't let me pay. And I should have known better. I should have just eaten the 2 or 3 normal tacos I would normally get, but no, I probably had 6. But yeah, so I got to explore Monterrey. I got to eat amazing tacos that evening, and then I went back to my hotel and flew out bright and early the next morning. So I was in Monterrey for less than 24 hours. It may have been less than 14 hours. But would I go back? I mean, if I happen to be heading that way, sure. Am I going to go back on purpose? No, but maybe it's for you. It was just too modern for what my personal taste is. Monterrey is also a very expensive city. Like, I was used to getting like a $4 Uber ride in Mexico City and Guadalajara, and my Uber ride from my hotel to like actual Monterrey, because the hotel and airport were kind of like far out of the city, was like $30. It was very, very high. Even though it was a big distance, like, it was still ridiculously priced. So yeah, this worked out really well. Since I'm a teacher and I have to travel in the summer, I didn't have to rush back to work or anything. It was great to have that flexibility to even offer the lady to let me stay overnight and find a flight the next morning. Not that you always have a choice. Otherwise, I would have probably never been to Monterrey. And whether or not you would actually want to visit the city where you have a layover, it's always good to have some buffer room in your trip in case there is some kind of delay or problem that you're not having to call off work or having to miss a meeting or whatever the case may be. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you would like to continue following me on my adventures in Mexico and moving there, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you know when my next video is available. Thanks a lot and take care.